I know!
Oh my god, I did it! Oh my god, I got him!
I won, Maxis!
And we're doing split screen! Alright, so you guys, Josh here, and this is another 10 facts you probably didn't know about COD zombies. Alright, let's start things off with number 1. And that was, double tap was never on Ascension. And for those who are classic gamer, zombie gamers and know what I'm talking about, know what I'm talking about. It is weird though. I don't know why that out of every zombie map, double tap was pretty much in every zombie map ever, except for Ascension. Now, why was this so? You know, there's many theories and things to it, like that maybe the perks were too much, because up until Ascension, their maps only had 4 perks, and this has 5 perks because double tap's not there, with addition of the new stamina and or PhD. Now, you saw Mule Kick. Mule Kick was added later, and that'll be in another one of these videos to discuss that, because Mule was never in the map originally either. So, yeah. This is just me showing where possible locations could have been. It could have been there, actually. That would have been a good spot, because then, yeah, it would have been perfect spot. I don't know why. Not really sure why the decisions. It's still kind of unknown at the moment why Treyarch didn't do it. I'm not really 100% sure, so that's one of those other moments. Sorry if I'm talking too loud or not loud enough. So, yeah. Alright, number 2. And that was, this one is a simple one. Most people don't know this, though, that you can run through, you can jump into a Gersh and teleport. Yeah. It's as simple as that. Running through the Gersh, jumping. That's as the simple as that. You can do that, works. The Gersh. You can jump through Gersh and it'll teleport you. Now, there's other interesting things I had to test, because I thought to myself, wait a second. The GKZs in the Apothecon produces a kind of purple orb that almost looks like the Gersh. I'm like, wonder what happens if I try that. So I decided to try that. And unfortunately, it just speeds up the user who has. So Darian has the Gersh, has the GKZs. It just, when he runs through it, it kind of makes him move quicker. Or maybe that made me move quicker too, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it did for both users, it makes them speed up. So, there's that right there. Pretty interesting. And this, I thought to myself, dude, I'm like, where does it go bring them? I'm like, let's see. And then, again, I was disappointed, because I'm like, oh man, I'm like, I wanted to teleport somewhere and be like, bloop. And then teleport somewhere. Yeah. That was that. That was that quick. That was another quick fact. I'd like to do a few smaller facts, then a few longer facts to this and stuff. Alright, number 3. So, this is one that probably a lot of you do know, but if you don't, that is the fact that as soon as you start reviving, you can press Y, because technically the syringe, watch closely, when Darren revives, syringe appears for a second. If you press Y as soon as you start reviving, you actually, the animation of doing the syringe, as you could see what Darian did, Darian bypassed the syringe animation. Like, watch closely, see? There's no syringe, he pressed Y, because that is another cool technique you can do. You could actually use like the Apothecon or something cool when you're reviving. It's a very easy and simple technique. Just as soon as you start reviving, press Y, because technically the syringe is considered an equipment or something, as you could see there what Darian did. He bypasses that syringe, and yeah. It's a really cool one. Alright, so number 4. Alright, so this one's a very interesting one, and that is, in World at War, as you can see, I stretched the screen. I did this with all the clips, like, for Black Ops 2 and 3, so it's, like, full screen. So, the interesting thing about this is that in World at War, you don't lose the Bowie knife. You don't. It's weird. It's really weird. You don't lose the Bowie knife. Even if you die, you get it. That's funny though, even though, and then World at War, you couldn't. World at War, I swear you bled out quickly, and as if you notice quickly, when it cut to to this other screen. It showed my screen. It showed like 2 of Darian's screen. So yeah, as you can see there, you keep the Bowie knife after you spawn back in. It was really cool because it was like it's kind of like you upgrade your knife and it's permanent. Now another thing here I wanted to show is that is something very interesting happens on this too. Bowie knife is 1 knife till round 11, not round 9, because in Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, it is Bowie knife is 1 knife till round 9. World of War, it is round 11. Now this is for 2 facts. Either fact A, zombies have a little bit less health each round, and number 2, Bowie knife has maybe a little bit more damage. Those are the only possibilities I can think of how that happened. Yeah, I thought it was a really cool one to add in. Alright, number 5. Alright, so this one's a very interesting one. I just remembered it the other day when I was filming this, and that was, I remember back in 2010 or 11, when you knocked this guy down, it would either restart the game or kind of bug and crash the game. Now, this is, you know, I'm not 100% sure how we got it. We did manage to get it, actually. It still works today. As of 2017, it still works. Now, the only thing I noticed when it happened is I think you have to get the body stuck on that fence up there. Like you'll see soon there'll be a moment where his body gets kind of wedged there. As you can saw, his body went there for about a second. That's kind of the key to get him down. I remember this though. I remember this way back in the day. Way back, 2010, 2011 doing this. And I'm like, this is funny. Yeah, see his body stuck there. Now, I'm not sure if me jumping up did it, because look at his body's down. You know, that may be the key, but I'm not 100% sure. Watch what happens. Listen to the sound. It's weird. Now, as you can see, that is very weird. The death animation is nothing compared. Watch. My death, you know, it's weird that the animations of that are like of something from the campaign, because you'll notice my character died like when the guys get shot in the campaign, so it's very interesting. This is very weird though. Technically the game is ended. Now this has happened to me, well, this can be done, but the one time this did kind of happen in Black Ops 3, but you know. Alright, number 6. Alright, so this one's a very funny one. So theoretically, if you have quick revive and near death experience, you can never die for 3 rounds. You physically cannot die. There's no possible way. If you have quick and near death, you cannot die for 3 rounds. It's very funny and very cheap. And what I mean by very cheap is you could basically do the Easter eggs this way. You could, you know, oh my god, yeah, I'm right, dude. You could do Grodd, and you would never die. This I think is the technique to do Grodd solo, because if you have this quick, you can't die. If you go down, you can go down 100 times. You can't die. As you can see here, I purposely went down. I don't want people to being like, "Oh, you suck" or something. I'm like, no, dude, it was a point of the video to show. It's weird. Look, it doesn't show my perks when I'm down, but then when I get revived, I do have them. It's weird though. Quick revive too, because I wanted to see if quick revive would disappear. Doesn't count. Going down, because usually when you go down 3 times and grab quick will disappear, but since we didn't technically buy it from there, it doesn't disappear. So yeah, so that was that one. Look at that one. Oh man. Alright, number 7. I love doing these videos, I really do. Alright, so this, you can upgrade monkeys on Grodd. I didn't know this till a while ago. So as you can see there, you just gotta get, I'll speed run this quick. I did do a separate video of this a lot. So as you saw, I grabbed the monkeys. After you get a certain amount, 40-50 kills, you have to hold X to grab this flask. And then you have to grab the flowers, which there's 4 locations. I'm just showing where I got it. I did in the other video show all the locations. Here is the candle. You just shoot and you hold X to grab it. There's the items. And then basically you go over to your thing there, hold X on the fire, throwing the monkey, and you get upgraded monkeys. Now, the difference between the other Zombie Chronicle maps when you get crate power is the audio sounds different. wait, let's listen. This is funny. When I throw the monkey all quiet, because then you'll hear what I mean. And that is any second, so yeah. So yeah, that right there, as you can see, it's more a demonic kind of tone, and when you pack monkeys with crate power on any of the Zombie Chronicle maps that has monkeys, it doesn't sound that way. So, oh man, I talked when I was saying. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like, only on Grodd it'll sound that way. You can also do it the easy way and just grab crate power, so... That's kind of the cheating way. Sorry, once again, sorry if I'm talking too loud and the audio goes like way too loud. It's just I'm trying to adjust kind of the way I talk, because I really hope that yeah, there you go. As you get to see, crate power and the box. I do a cool edit there. Well, I don't know if it was a cool, but yeah. There it is, everybody, you can. So yeah, like I said, on any of the Zombie Chronicle maps, bingo, there you go. Sorry about these videos if they're too long. I try to cut and make them as short as possible to show you all the physical things. Oh, what would be cool? Well, no, not yet, because I was gonna say, write in the comments anything you think that's like not uncommon and it's kind of rare, because then I'll talk about it in maybe the 5th video, because I already have planned a 6th video. So yeah. Oh yeah, this right here I wanted to show that this only happens on Buried, and that is when you have the time bomb and you get monkeys, it replaces it, yet that doesn't make sense because it's on the bottom part of the D-pad. I always thought this was weird. That's why I wanted to include it. Look at, I'm like sitting there, I'm like, wait a second, I'm like, why does that do that? Maybe, I don't know. Alright, number 8, maybe just because they don't wanna, you know. Alright, so now we're gonna talk about grenades. Now, the first one we're gonna talk about is Tombstone and Semtex. Now, it's weird. I remember figuring this out back in the day when I did that one video where I showed the Tombstone perk video, and that was me. I had the first video showing it, except all those other bigger YouTubers stole like all the glory. But never mind, back to what I mean, and that is, as you can see, I have Semtex here. Now, for some reason, Tombstone will give you all your perks, all your equipment, all your weapons back, but it will not give you back Semtex. I don't know why. It's weird. It's another one of those weird facts things that is just as an interesting, see, watch, there's grenades, and then I don't get Semtex back, and I'm like, really? I'm like, well, I don't know, it's just always one of those weird things. Alright, so the next thing is getting free grenades from the ladies. Now, as watching this footage here, I think all that has to be done is either walking over the dead bodies or walking into them, because I can see that as soon as I kill one, and I walked into one there, and I got a free grenade. So I think walking over where you just killed them, walking in, this scared the crap out of me. If I was, do you see how many there are there? If there's audio like whenever you're filming, you'd hear me do. I'd be like, wee! I was like, holy crap! There's like 11. That was scary though. So this is number 2 thing, the free grenades you get whenever you walk near, kill, or walk over any of the ladies. I'm not sure why, again, that is. And then the other thing I want to discuss is Widow's Wine. As you can see here, I'm doing a quick kind of montage of all of the perks that I grabbed before I grabbed Widow's. And here's Widow's. I used it actually quite a lot of times before I got Widow's. I was like, last amount of money. I'm like, thank you. So there's something weird that happens when you have Widow's, and that is you're not allowed to buy grenades anymore. Now this is completely obvious because Widow Wine grenades are different. They are not normal grenades, so why would you be able to buy them? See, what I was kind of thinking is maybe if when you had Widow's and you would hold X to buy, you'd see a different thing on your screen, whoever had Widow's, so you'd see actually Widow's grenade on the spot. But unfortunately, no, you cannot buy grenades. The only way to get them back is when you throw Widow's at him or knife a zombie and he gets kind of widowed, kill him, and you'll get a spider power up blue, and that'll give you Widow's. Alright, so number 9, next one. Alright, so this is another interesting one. Now the DSR-50 has 2 attachments that are both uniquely and very very unique, and that is, you could see right there, the DSR-50 has an attachment that is not available in multiplayer. Unlike all the other weapons and zombies, you can have all those attachments in multiplayer. Iron sights you cannot. As you can see, I got almost screwed here. I'm like, alright, I gotta pay attention. So, you know, this works good for me because oh, I almost swore there. I was like, shit, I'm garbage at aiming, so you know, yeah, with iron sights look really weird on this gun because, like I said, it's not available for multiplayer. This is, like, again, something very interesting that is obviously I found just from experience and playing it a lot. It does a lot of damage though too, which is very interesting. I think that's only because it's a lower round and I've double tap. Watch closely here. I one-shotted a Panzer. Now, if this was Black Ops 3, it would take me the entire gun. And as you can hear by that, I'm being sarcastic because I'm sick. I hate how Treyarch screwed up Origins so bad. It's so buggy and it's so messed up. It is so laggy on Origins for the Xbox One Black Ops 3. I don't know why Treyarch decided to make the Panzer do like 1,000,000 damage to kill him. And then, alright, back to what as you can see there, the DSR-50 features another attachment. Well, listen for a second. Features the suppressor, which, again, only this gun has a suppressor. No other gun in zombies features a suppressor. Now, there is really no point to a suppressor because this is not The Walking Dead. This is zombies. The zombies will go after you unless you have zombie blood, VR11 shot, Vulture, walking in green stuff, or in plain sight on Gobblegum. So other than that, they won't see you, but there's no point of having a suppressor because it, you know, personally, I think the suppressor adds damage or adds accuracy because it's a longer, like, barrel, longer amount to go through. Alright, so then the final one is this, and that is the Alcatraz, which is the Alcatraz plane, is on, well, I think you all know. Well, no, if you don't, it's on Shadows, the Giant, and Zetsubo, which I will get to that soon. I'm just showing you it here on Alcatraz. You know what's funny is when I filmed this clip, halfway through the entire thing, I lost Jug at a point because I think I didn't have enough time to revive myself with Afterlife, and I forgot I didn't have Jug, so I kept red screening so many times. I'm like, what is wrong with this game? I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I don't even have Jug. So that was kind of funny. Alright, so this is Shadows of Evil. Now, how to get this to happen or appear is when you complete all the rituals and the pack is open, you'll hear a Margro spawn. As soon as Margro spawns, this will spawn up overhead. That's kind of how I keyed into knowing it. So, yeah. Then the next is the Giant, and that is parked above there. Now, like I said in that other video, remember, I've done videos of half of this stuff, so you can, those are in all the zombie playlists and stuff. I'm not going to link it all because there'd be too much stuff, but my theory is that since the whole timeline is a completely almost a different thing, then my theory is that they landed here, or maybe just Richtofen landed here, but then again, there's so many other theories that I have to this. Oh, another interesting thing about the Dredge, and this will be included in the 4th video, and that is the Dredge has over 1,000 rounds on Black Ops 3 last gen, and here we go is the last, and that is a Zetsubo. This will appear randomly at random breaks in rift in the rifts, as you can see there, time and space. Eventually the plane will appear there. So that's about it, everybody. I had such a fun time. Me and Darren filmed all this stuff. So that's about it, everybody. And just like always, bye. Toasting them. Listen.
Mother